Hey y'all. So I have a story of such. So yesterday I got off work, VeaPeachy the Uber lady, introducing myself. Once again, need an Uber 216-487-3955. Anyway, I do 2 Ubers. I get off work. I have an Uber that's right in the parking lot of my job. Like, I pull out the parking lot, they're right by the front door. It ends up being like 2 people, kind of like high-ranking people at the job, kind of run stuff, kind of got a little bit of say, so they're getting in my car. So instantly, I already knew how that was going to go. Matter of fact, I'm on my way to work now. So instantly, I already knew how that was going to go. I knew that they were going to ask me, what do I like, what don't I like, blah, 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 this, and this, and that. So pros and cons, boom. Pros, the job is easy. I do well. It's definitely a little bit of job security because it's an easy job. It's not difficult. Cons, period, point blank. We don't get paid enough. I'm like, so, and then she goes to, so then she says, I told her, like, you know, I do Uber and I do a couple of other things, you know, Hustle Girl V. And if I didn't do those things, if I just worked here, I wouldn't be able to pay my bills. Period. So she's listening to me, you know, her and the guys. It's a girl, it's a man and a woman, and she's constantly, you know, she's asking me a bunch of questions. So I'm answering all of them honestly, like how I feel for real. Like basically, what it comes down to is, you know, I would be gone. My father has cancer, and I need time. You know, I need bereavement time. So that's another major factor why I'm still here. I mean, I was just being honest. So she's like, oh, okay, thanks for the honesty. You're great. Blah, 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 this and that. Hang up. I mean, they get out the car in a ride. Instantly, I get another Uber request. It's 2 white guys. Cool as shit. We're talking, laughing. You know, they going to the bar. So I don't know if they were a couple or if they were just friends, but they was real cool. So we talking, everything cool. We talking about the differences in Uber and Lyft, and I was letting them know, like, I don't drive for Lyft anymore. Like, I don't deal with Lyft. I'm just an Uber driver. Blah blah blah. So they're like, okay, yeah. And I'm telling them, you know, they kind of asked me where I work. I kind of asked them where they work. And they were telling me, and I was just telling them, like, I got an Uber, like, I don't have a choice. You feel me? The one dude was like, man, yeah, me the same way. I'm just coming out to have a little fun. You know, I work 2 jobs, this and that. The other dude was like, well, I work, and I got a couple of hustles. My family owns a business, so I have a regular job that I own for them. So it's like we all in the car feeling each other's pains and struggles because we all broke. You know, we all got to do something extra other than our own job, other than our regular full-time job to make ends meet. Okay, so the irony of this, because after the ride, I dropped him off on the west side. My father is in a nursing home with cancer, and he asked me to buy him some shoes like a week ago. So, because I was on that side of town, I stopped driving, went to the nursing home so I could take him the shoes. So later, so if for some reason the Uber app was kind of messing up, usually you would be able to see exactly how much money you make from each ride, and people can tip. So I go look at, you know, the app, and when it finally fixes or whatever, and it updates or whatever's wrong with it, it lets me know that the guys gave me a $5 tip. $5. Thankful, happy. I love extra money. And when I say the conversation we had, like I said, they was cool as shit. I would have never imagined it because they were talking about how broke they were, and, you know, how they got to do extra this and extra that and blah, 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 you know. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, that's what's up. But coincidentally, the people that got in my car from my job, I'm telling you that I don't make any extra money. I have to Uber. I have to do extra things. You're asking me questions, and then even had the nerve to ask me, did you tell any of your friends about it? No. Like, they don't come here because you don't make enough money. like period, point blank. So it's so funny. I didn't get a tip from them. I don't even think I got a compliment on my service, because it doesn't tell you specifically who did the compliment. Like, it doesn't show that. You can ride 10 people and it'll just say that you got like whoever it was, whether it was the guys or them, it was like a above and beyond or whatever. So usually people who have a little bit more money, I notice if the ride is only like $6 or $7, they'll usually like make it 10, make it 15, and give me like a $5, $6, $7 tip, whatever, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7 tip, whatever. So I know for sure that I didn't get a tip from the man and the woman from my job. So it just was really funny to me that, I could be in a car with some guys that's struggling, 2 white guys, like I said, cool, and they could give me a $5 tip, even if it was $2.50 a piece. Because I've been there where it's like I've gotten great service and my food might have been like $50 to $75, and I'm like, damn, I ain't got no change. You know what I'm saying? I gotta swipe the card, and I hate writing in, like when you're eating and you have to write it in. I'd rather just give them cash money in their hand. So it's like, oh, I just really hate it. So, but I'm talking about, I didn't dig deep. Like, okay, come on, we about to find all the dollars in here, because my service was so good, and I don't know how they felt about me. It might have just been the fact because I was making them laugh. I'm entertaining, whatever. But it didn't make me mad. It just made me think, like, how people, you get in my car, I'm doing you this service, I get paid for it, and you don't even, that's tacky. I feel like tips they're appreciated, not obligated, but they're appreciated. And because of the conversation that we had, and I work for the company you work for, and you know how much I make, I know you do, that's the least you could have did. Gave a couple dollars. Like, oh, she was nice and she answered all our questions. I'm like, hell, I'm liable to go to work today and be fired. Like, but it's all good. But I just wanted to just put that out there. Like, they suck. So the company that I work for, I'm ready to leave. For real, for real. Like I said, I need my bereavement. My father has, some really severe cancer. He has it in his abdominal cavity, his liver, his pancreas, liver, pancreas, and abdominal cavity. So that whole kind of front area of his body is just full of cancer. And it's pretty sad, but that's where I'm at now. Like, I'm kind of planning ahead. I don't want to get to, I am looking for a job, actively looking for a job, but I don't want to get to like a new job and then have to like be off for a week because my dad's passed away, But that's it, y'all. I'm actually not almost at work. Well, yeah, yes I am. Maybe like 5 or 6 minutes away. But thank y'all for listening. See y'all next time. Bye.